Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Today I'm here to review an obscure horror film that I didn't hear about till uh, yesterday, called Lisa. And Lisa was a movie that came out in 1990. And I found out about it because I've been watching, for a while, I've been watching a lot of the Cisco and Ebert videos on YouTube, and they had a website called ciscoandebert.org that, I don't know, got rid of. And and I'm a big fan of horror films, and it seems like that and me like Cisco and Ebert can't treat each other out. Because a lot of people like horror films, hate Cisco and Ebert because they always denounce horror films. But that's how I found out about a lot of horror films, probably much to their chagrin. They probably never expected that. Um, the very first Cisco and Ebert, I remember seeing the Woman in Danger movies where they talked out against slasher films, but they didn't have a name for them back then. They just said these thrillers about women in danger and stuff like that. And I found out about movies, especially I Spit on the movie I Spit on Your Grave, which I think that the popularity has a lot to do with Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel always talking about the movie, how bad it was. They hated it, but I'm a big fan of that movie. And a lot of other people, it's a cult classic. And then Siskel and Ebert used to go on, especially on sneak previews of the time, and have the Dogs of the Week at the very end, and usually horror films, not all the time. And there were lots of great ones on there, including I remember they did Doctor Butcher, was supposed to be Doctor Butcher MD, but he kept calling it Doctor Butcher, one of my favorite horror films. And then whenever they left and did At the Movies, they still had sneak previews on, but I didn't see it as much. Well, I mean, it was still on for a while in the 80s. Um, and then I guess it went in different directions in the 90s and stuff. But I didn't see it that much in the 90s. Uh, I remember when they left, they did a movie. They had one called Scalps, that I never would have heard of before. If one for the Dogs of the Week, I remember renting that. It was a double feature on Continental of Slayer and Scalps, and that's how I found out about the great. Well, that's how I found out about Fred Olen Ray. Some of his movies are great, some are not. And anyways, I went to watch one of the more obscure Cisco and Ebert ones. Oh, cool. One of the more obscure Cisco and Ebert ones. Episodes. And it was one of the movies I never heard of before. Well, except for Miami Blues, which I did hear about, the Alex Baldwin film. I never saw it, though. And a lot of these ones are like time capsules, because this was during the period I was in the Army. It was 1990. When I saw the movie Lisa, it was dated 1989. Maybe it was on the shelf for a year. I don't know. And Lisa is a horror film I never heard of before. And they called it a slash film. By default, it is by default. I don't consider a slash film. It's not like Friday the 13th or Elm Street or anything like that. Or the more lesser known ones in the 80s, like Don't Go in the House, Don't Answer the Phone. It's nothing like that. It looks more like something that'd be on, be like a TV movie or something for Lifetime. It's a PG-13 rated movie. And it revolves around this girl named Lisa, 14 years old, and her mother says she's not allowed to date, but what she does is she develops crushes on guys, and she gets their license plate numbers, finds out, their information through license plate number, calls them on the phone, takes photos of them. And during all this time that happened, there was this guy named the Candle Light Killer, and there was this guy who's always in a suit and tie, and he would light candles and when he'd strangle someone or something like that. And her mother was played by Cheryl Ladd. Like he said, it looked like something from a TV movie or something from Showtime. I mean, not Showtime, Lifetime. Even down to like the theme music during the beginning and ending credits looked like something you'd hear in a Lifetime movie. And her mother was played by Cheryl Ladd, and Jeffrey Tambor was in it. And basically, she ends up bumping into that guy, and she didn't know it was the killer. And then she finds out his license plate, and she starts calling him, and she she tries to disguise it for make it sound older and stuff. Hey guy, how you doing and stuff like that. And then things get a little bit too real, and he ends up finding out more, and her mother. And I don't want to give any more away. It's a very obscure film. It's interesting the more and more in trouble she gets, but that's pretty much all. It's like a 95-minute movie, but they really drag it out. So it moves at a slow pace. There's interesting parts. One, like the part when she actually gets trapped in his car when he doesn't know she's in there. That was really interesting. There's one scene of real tension right there. One little scene, and there's not a whole lot of tension throughout the movie. And then it gets one part where there's some violence, and some of that, the last 10, 15 minutes, are good but somewhat laughable. In some parts, it's not a great movie, but I liked it. It's kind of silly. Like I said, I never saw it. And what the heck? Why don't I go look this movie, find out about this film, and watch it? It's through United Artists. And Roger Ebert called it like a fast movie. I was like, on the thing, it's a fast movie. It's like it's a movie that comes out, plays in 1 week, and then makes its money, and then goes the next week, and then stuff like that. Which I guess, I'm sure you want to talk about the pacing, because the pacing is really slow. It's an alright movie. I liked it. I don't know. I never heard about it before. And I'm surprised it came out in 1990. This would be something that would play in a military theater, no problem. I don't know if you've heard about this movie. Let me know if you heard about the film. First time I ever heard about it was yesterday. I did watch it this morning. Like I said, I thought it was alright. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. So I hope you like this review. And until next time, bye, please. Never leave. Well, like I said before, it looks like it looks like a thriller you see on, I'd call it more thriller than slasher, but I mean, technically it'd be a slasher kind of. But the guys that done it, he didn't have no mask or anything like that, though. And that's why I say it's more like something you see on Lifetime. But if anyone's ever heard of the movie, let me know about it. Let me know. Take care, everybody.